Hey everybody, welcome back. It's another War Thunder weekend today. This is going to be a battle that I had this past Monday on Columbus Day 2016, where I had several research boosters to use. And so I'm trying to burn up my research on the M56 so that I can purchase both the M56 and the M551 Sheridan. And so I'm mostly using the Super Pershing here to try and finish up the research modifications on it so that I can get the research boosts towards finishing my research for the M56, which is why I'm driving this rather than something in Tier 5. And I've already been through 4 or 5 battles so far with this at this point, so I'm getting already pretty frustrated with the Super Pershing. The big problems I have, it just doesn't survive. I think I probably survive 1 out of every 20 shots that I get taken in the front of this thing. It's got extra armor on the turret face, extra armor on the front of the both upper and lower glacis, and every time I take a hit, it just goes right through, blows up, and kills everybody. Also, Captain Troll here in the turtle is trying to get me to shoot back at him or something. I don't know. I assume he's trying to get me to turn around and shoot back so he can J out. Or he's just bored. I don't know. I've said it before in these videos, and this probably will not be the last time you'll hear it. I don't get why people hit other friendly tanks right out of the spawn with machine gun fire, even if they're just, oh, I only hit you with MGs. Okay, you're giving the other player the chance to J out on you. Now, I know some people don't care about the team kill or don't care about the Silver Lion penalty or whatever. And for a lot of them, just the goal is to troll. I get it. But still just dumb. Like, if I wanted to J out here, he gets a team kill against him for the match, which if you get more than, I think if you get 2 or 3 or you get him so fast or whatever, you get kicked out of the game. So it's a deficit to your team as well as you being stupid. But at any rate, I know there's no way I'm going to make it all the way up to A before the enemy is going to, before anything is going to in this tank. So I spot somebody there out of the corner of my eye, took a blind shot at him through the tent, hoping to hit him, didn't get him. But apparently didn't betray my position either, because the guy just keeps right on driving and is totally oblivious that a shot came through him and knocked down the tent that he was next to. So I stake out right here, get a good decent hit on him, and then he continues driving along, and I get a pretty decent shot right into the side of him, knock out some of his ammo. Took a hit from what seemed to be my left, look around, I don't see anybody there. Check the J out button just to make sure it's not still the guy in the T95, and it's not, so it was actually an enemy that hit me. And then look over on the other team and see his name on the team list. So I know there is an enemy that spotted me. Come around this corner and there's a Panther sitting there, not quite paying attention to me. I barely missed my shot. Pulled it just a little to the left and missed his breach there, but I did enough damage to him. He still doesn't seem to know where it came from. So I'm able to get in a pretty good position here and deliver the coup de grace on him. So on the mini-map, quite a few enemies are being lit up just on the other side of the rocks here. So I'm investigating that, seeing if I can maybe back up, get a snipe shot on somebody through the crevice here in these rocks, but no such luck.
Attention to the map! Attack the A point!
Coming around these rocks, look over to my left, and sure enough, oh, there's a pair of Tiger 2s and something else that had just been destroyed, which I'm pretty sure was that Yag Panther. Slightly missed my shot on that guy, fired a little above where his ammo was, although I wouldn't have destroyed him with the ammo anyway because he had no ammo in that ammo box. And he leaves his destroyed tank just in time to clear the wreckage out, so I didn't have to hit it, and I'm able to get a nice little kill shot on his buddy there. Clearing those 2 Tiger 2Hs out for the team. And that was a lucky shot right there. I've noticed that when you shoot through a fence or something third person, your shot goes higher than your aim point. So I actually hit the commander hatch there, and he must have already had crew knocked out or something, because the guy that I killed, it only looked like I knocked out 1 guy there. Shouldn't have been fatal to the entire tank there. Very hyper-conscious of knocking down that tower there, or getting stuck on it, so I was very careful to drive around it. I'm still expecting to see contact here, but I don't. I see the message in chat about tanks in our spawn, but I'm right on the capture point, and we are bleeding tickets in a hurry, so I'm not about to turn around and go back after our cap. there's 2 enemies in the cap, well, then keep them busy back there, I guess, guys, so we can finish the cap. Or in our spawn, rather, so we can finish the cap up here. I do get some help here from a friendly, but I don't really agree quite with his tactics of capturing here, which you'll see in just a moment when I look at him. So IS-2 coming, there's a rock on the other side of the capture point over there he could easily park behind, and he decides to park right next to me. So any enemy that comes over the hill or spots us otherwise, or bombs us, is going to see 2 big fat targets right next to each other, instead of being spread out, where he could potentially cover a different avenue of approach or something. It ends up being a non-issue because we captured the point, but still. If you come rolling up into a cap and there's already a friendly there, take a complementary position, not a I'm going to cover the exact same thing you're covering right next to you, so that potentially one shot can shoot right through and kill us both, or we get bombed in one bomb. But now that we've got the point captured and our team has pressed a little bit past the A point to kind of hold it for us, I'll see if I can't get back and help the guys in our spawn, because I do hate spawn raping. I really, really hate it when it happens. Taking some HVAPs here, but they sure look like they're 20 millimeters and don't seem like they're... Seems like it's a whirlwind. It's not doing any damage to me, so I'm just gonna ignore it and press on. And yes, I have a problem where anytime I try to type O or P, I end up hitting both of them. I don't really know why, except that I never properly learned how to type. That's probably a big part of it. So did you guys notice the Tiger 2 off to the right there? Because while I was playing this battle, I sure didn't. And then he hit me. And then I had one ricochet off the angle of his lower glacis. And that's pretty much going to be it. All I can do now is just kind of mark him for the team, because I'm pretty much toasted. But 4 caps and assists, or 4 kills and assists and a cap, that's not the worst battle I've ever had in the Super Pershing. Not by a long shot. Time to bring some CAS in. Using my USS Oriskany skin for my Sky Raider. My favorite skin ever. Thank you, Omega, once again, for making this skin. So while my Sky Raider takes its, well, it doesn't really take its time, but covers the vast amount of distance, and I'm being slightly sarcastic, but not really, because it does take forever to get back to the battle once you respawn in air in these battles. Just reminding the team that, hey, we do actually need to hold the A point here, guys. The battle is far from over yet. In fact, we've only barely just made up the deficit, the ticket deficit here with the capture. Coming in, and I can see this enemy plane out there in the distance, but on my huge screen that I was playing on, I could see that it was very Stuka-looking. Stuka-looking. And sure enough, there he goes. Nothing to worry about. Get good eyesight on the guy that knocked me out earlier, or at least who was hitting me there. Make a good rocket run on him. I've still got my 2 1000s and my 1 2,000-pound bomb left. I'm going to try to turn around and come back and find that Panther or anything else that was near our spawn. Clear our spawn out, which frees up our guys up front to hold the A point. And hopefully hem them in a little bit. And yeah, the graphical glitches there are from my desktop computer. It really needs a new graphics card. And as I'm lining up to make a bomb run on this guy right here, unfortunately that same whirlwind from before takes my wing off. I just carried the bombs in with me rather than drop them off there, because I'm almost certain I would have killed the T-29 if I'd have let my bombs go. So, no big deal. Come back with the M46, clear out anybody who's left in our spawn, and then head to A to defend it. Now, one thing you'll notice for the rest of this battle that I was particularly pleased and proud of, and very excited to encounter, was the quality of the air pilots' close air support that they deliver for the rest of this battle. It's fantastic. You'll see it. Our pilots did an excellent job in the rest of this battle, both in putting ordnance right on target We were very timely with it, and they hit the right targets, which is even more impressive. They weren't just bombing anything they saw. They were actually bombing things that really made a difference in the battle. And you'll see I was the happy recipient on the ground a couple times of some very, very nice close air support. Now I realize that tracers are a two-way street, and every time I fire tracers up at an airplane, I'm basically pointing out where I am, and he can just follow the tracers in. But still, if nothing else, I might make him try to steer to avoid and throw off his bomb run a little bit there. So let's roll back into A and cap it for the second time, but at least it was basically uncovered. Undefended. Lost sight on that guy I was shooting at there. I'm not sure if he was heading away or coming in and I just lost him. But there's another enemy plane coming in, and he's definitely on a bombing approach. Especially when I realize he's also a Stuka coming in. You'll see him in just a second. He's on his way in. However, we do have some AAA here with us, and he's actually doing a good job doing his job too. There's a real good hit on him. Well done, AAA.
Thanks.
Now, coming up here will be the first extremely good close air support that I was talking about. He just dropped a bomb there. I don't know if you could see it. But he took out a Panther that just hit me and didn't do any damage to me. Well, he yelled it out my track, that's it. Fantastic, fantastic close air support from the Hellcat pilot there. Now, for a moment, I thought there was a Su-152 here, and then I realized, no, it can't be, because we're only fighting the Germans, and then realized it's the premium KV-2. Thankfully, I did not miss my shot on him, and I had M82 shells coming up as my reload here. Somehow I survived this Kugelblitz. He must not have had upgraded ammo. But here comes cast number 2. While I'm waiting to reload, a Wyvern, I don't even know where or how, wiped him out. I don't know if it was a rocket run or what, but he absolutely annihilated him, and I never even saw him come through. I heard him, but excellent, excellent 2x CAS attacks there, saving me both times. I think I would have been able to deal with the Kugelblitz in a minute when I got reloaded, but you never know if he was shooting the stock rounds. There is one HVAP for every 4 or 5 rounds in there, so he might have actually done some damage to me. All it takes is one turret ring or one breach knockout. So not bad at all. I had 6 ground targets and 2 zone caps and 2 assists, and that was only good for a 3rd place. So quite a good effort by my team there. Very happy. And actually finally made a little bit of money in a ground battle too, which was also nice. So, finally had a decent round with my Pershing. I blew a 200%, 2 150%, and about 8 of the 30% 10 battle research boosters that I had in just horrible matches. So it was very happy, very pleasing to get this battle here. So you can see the final score reports here, and the run through here of what I destroyed and who destroyed me. And then the awards at the end, not too bad. And then I had one more battle that actually went well, and this turned out was actually the final battle of the 10-match 30% booster that I had. The only other one really worth even speaking of. So part of the Super Pershing that's frustrating is its acceleration, which I get it. It's a very big, heavy tank with a World War II engine and everything, but it's just frustrating to drive it because it's just over and over again just takes so long to get up to speed. Now this battle, or this map rather, at least at the start you can drive down a hill instead of up a hill like in almost every other tank map there is. So that at least takes some of the sting of the Super Pershing out, where at least you can start out down a hill and use gravity to get your tank accelerated a bit. So rather than drive into A and just get hammered by all the enemies there by myself, I decided to kind of take a flanking position and just sit for a few moments and wait for the enemy to reveal themselves to me instead. This is normally the kind of thing I don't do during a first 10, just because sitting and camping is not the most exciting style of gameplay for a video, and when I'm doing a first 10, the videos are already at least usually 45 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes long sometimes, and I just don't want to make them last any longer. So you won't normally see this type of gameplay in a first 10 battle. However, you will see it in this map, because in this video rather, on this battle and the last battle, because it worked out and was very the terrain and the battle situation was very conducive to it. So just a quick sweep down the road there, make sure nobody's coming up that way. Fully expecting that at some point someone will come up there and destroy me, although it doesn't actually happen. So as I'm rolling up here, trying to figure out where's the best position to sit and wait. Saw a silhouette on his way behind the rocks there. See some gunfire happening. Can see an enemy up on the ridgeline there. He's been hit, but he put it out, and thank you, Steam, yet again. Put a nice shot right into where it's going to detonate the M82 shell up on his breech and his turret there. Take all the guys out inside. And then here's another nice big fat target coming, who does see me, but not fast enough. Pay to win, more like pay to die, am I right? Got more enemies shooting from up on the right-hand side of the ridge up there, but I don't think I can get to where I can hit them. And what's this? That's an awfully big, shapely white rock there. Why, that's no rock. It's a T-34-85. I thought it was going to be a second T-34-100, which was really going to make me happy if I could have knocked out two of them in one quick 5-minute span there, or 1 minute span, even better. I've got some help here, backing up my flank on the left side. Also nice. Get a nice, just enough of him over the horizon there, the military crest of the hill, to deal him a fatal shot with another M82 shell on the side of that T-44.
Attention to the map. Attention to the map. Need cover.
Our team starts capping the point, which is also nice. Of course, I always want to be the one capping, but sometimes if I can hold the enemy off and provide a secure zone for our guys to cap, I'm just fine with that too. Somehow didn't get a detonation on that Kugelblitz, but I'll take the assist on him at any rate. It's about a good time, it seems, to move up and move forward and expand the perimeter just a little bit. Move up, move in a position where I can hold the enemy down on the A point, hold them off rather, lock down the A point a bit and kind of keep them from being able to move in easily.
Defend the A point.
However, our team immediately sees spawn rape as the next only logical option here, and they all go charging in. So you can see where I took that hit from the IS-2 there. And I debated bringing in the Sky Raider or the B-29 there to take out that IS-2 because I know where he's coming from. And looking down at my team here, no matter how many times I warn guys on a conquest map, don't fall into the trap of going after the enemy spawn. Stay back, hold the point, let them come to you. You can push forward of it if that's a little bit, that's fine. Push forward of the cap, but stay within reaching distance of the only cap that there is. But no, this team just charges right in for their spawn and we end up paying for it. So I put artillery where I thought the IS-2 was, which was probably far too far behind where he'd come from. And I don't even think that's actually where he shot me from at any rate. Pretty sure he actually shot me from coming across the little valley there right next to A, where that guy's getting highlighted, just southwest of the A point. So I'm gonna pull up and hold off and park up here to try and keep an eye on the A point. And the inevitable, of course, is going to happen. I'm going to be the only one back at the cap while most of our team is forward trying to rape their spawn. And here come the enemy, and they're going to take the A point away again. Sorry, spoilers. We've got 7 guys pushing in on their spawn, and I'm the only one back at the A point. And now the T-44-100 drives right up and happens to just look right over where I am. So we're stalemated. I don't have artillery ready, unfortunately. And he's gonna play truth or dare here on me. And I hit him, but it ricochets and he knocks me out, of course. So now there's both that T-44 and the IS-2 that already destroyed me.
Defend the A point.
So we'll skip ahead to the end here, and I'll spare you guys most of my yelling at the team here about leaving the A point alone and raping the spawn instead. So, there we are. The team did come back and capture the point back, but it took a long time, much longer than it should have, and the enemy never should have taken the point back from us in the first place. At any rate, like I said, this happened to be the final one of the 30% 10-match booster, and the only other one to really write home about, so... Ended up with 4 kills and an assist, not too bad for all the destruction there, and yeah, that was it. Here's the awards. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Come back next week for some more more War Thunder and World of Warships next week. Check out the social media links in the description, and thank you guys for checking out this video. I look forward to bringing you some more videos soon. Thanks for stopping by.